month of May is finally coming to a close. We've got this last live stream of the month before we figure out who is going to win the beautiful Dual Purpose Pro from Mile High. Hope it's one of you watching with us tonight. We think this still's awesome. I think it's hard to beat.
It is. I've been using this still for years.
Long time.
One of my favorite stills, mainly because of the versatility. If versatility is what you're looking for, this is definitely one of your best choices.
Yeah, the plug and play aspect of it, the neutral spirit that we're going to be cooking with tonight that we ran off the Mile High with the deflagrator and pack column, all the way down to, a 140, 150 spirit run, a nice bourbon. I mean, it's just, kind of the options are a little bit endless in terms of what you can do with this thing.
Yeah, great still. And if you want to check them out, it's milehighDistilling.com. If you haven't got an entry in, or you want to get some more entries in, because there's no limit to the number of times you can enter, you just go to stillintheclear.com/shop. Any purchase on the website gets you an entry to win this still. And any kit purchase or grain purchase gets you a double entry. And during the live streams, any 5 gifted memberships gets you an entry.
Love that little emote we got going there. But yeah, super exciting. Lots of different ways to win. We hope that you're taking this opportunity to purchase some stuff that you're using in your everyday distilling adventures. And, why not win a free still too? I mean, we love the folks over at Mile High. Super excited to be able to do this with them. And also super excited to be able to make some post flavor.
Yeah. Tonight is
the members picked.
Yeah. Tonight is the flavored moonshine cooking show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
people are remarking that we are the Rachel Rays of post flavoring moonshine.
I mean, I see it.
They continue to say
see
it.
it.
Yeah. So we'll get to really hone that rep tonight. We've got a few different flavors going. What did the members pick for us here?
So we got a caramel apple moonshine. By far,
Thank you.
The runaway favorite.
I was begging for it this morning in the Rise and Shine. Like, please pick this one.
Cherry lime moonshine, cherry bounce moonshine, and key lime moonshine.
I love that, man. I'm super excited about it.
And these are all Winsong recipes. And
shout out to the Queen.
There's a couple of substitutions.
Sure.
And some tweaks. But anyway, we're really excited. They're still going to come out good. And we're going to show you guys step by step how we do it, each one. We've got a fancy little overhead view for the live stream tonight. So you'll be able to see us doing it.
Yep. So why don't you guys take this opportunity, grab a beer, strap in, and get ready to see some cooking.
Hell yeah. See you in the live stream.
And we are back. What a full table we got here this week.
Lots of goodies.
Absolutely. You're here, we're here. It's Thursday, last Thursday in May. So we're going to be doing the big announcement this coming Thursday after the 31st and all the orders get tallied up. And so, yeah, we're super excited about that. But I got to be honest with everybody. I am just jacked up about what's about to happen here tonight.
Right.
Got all these empty jars, which are about to be full jars, which are about to be dumped into my belly.
Right.
That makes me happy.
Some yummy stuff. Yummy stuff about to be made.
I am digging it. Hope you guys have enjoyed your week. Been fun hanging out with a lot of you in the Members Only Live in the morning. And again, I think I thanked you during the introduction video, but thank you for choosing the caramel apple. That was really just a for me type thing.
Very selfish.
I'm glad it worked out. I'm really glad it worked out. So, yeah, man. Any new business? Anything to discuss?
New business. No.
Shipped
no
out
new
over
business.
150 packages in the last 2 days. So if you've had something that you've been patiently waiting on, thanks for being patient.
Thanks for
it is on its way to you, unless it's got a pH meter in it. Freaking China.
Or malted rye. We did get a lot of malted rye.
There's a lot of
out,
rye
but
stuff that went out.
We ran out.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, hope you guys have had fun. I've seen a lot of people over on MeWe, been getting some texts from a few of you guys and the messages. We're making some runs. It's good to see. Summer is upon us. The stills are flowing hot. I love it.
Yeah. So we want to get right into it, or I think we should.
Maybe we talk for a few minutes
I mean,
first before we
okay,
just
all right.
jump right.
I mean, that's
warm me up a little bit here.
I'll leave that to you. That's your talking.
Which one are we going to start first?
I got a list here. We're doing key lime, then cherry bounce, then cherry lime. Then I figured I'd make you wait till last to do the caramel apple.
Damn, dude. All right, I dig it. I mean, I know it's coming eventually. Yeah. And there's nothing I can't tell you guys at home how nice it is. When it's still a little warm. Just like, oh
Yeah.
man.
I completely agree.
Oh God.
And Adam, if you want to do a full screen on the table, we'll show everybody the overhead cam.
Oh,
Look at that. So you'll just kind of get to see us doing everything with our hands. Rachel Ray and I were talking the other night. She said this is how to really do it correctly.
Rachel's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
We yap on the phone sometimes. Got 2 different kinds of cherries here. I love these little guys. Some people don't like the maraschinos, but I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah. Okay. Now, we did notice too, thanks to who was it? Garbage Throne Daddy. Garbage Throne Daddy, was he?
Oh yes.
Donated a $5, man. Thank you very much.
Also,
appreciate
Clinton.
it.
Clinton with the 20, I think.
Clinton with the 20 gifted memberships. That's 4 entries to win this deal.
Love it.
That's neat.
Pretty
Love
sharp.
it.
That's neat. Change that camera back out.
All right.
That's neat.
So I'm going to start just kind of pulling this stuff off and leaving what we're going to use for the key lime.
Okay.
We're going to need a half-gallon mason jar. We're not going to need the cherries.
Coconut or vanilla?
Let's see, coconut and vanilla.
Okay. We'll get these out of their little box homes.
So 4 lime wedges and 5 cups of water.
Okay. You're cracking on some limes here.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Apple.
Yes. All right, so we've got a little graphic we can put up for the key lime, well, for all the recipes that have the ingredients on it. So you guys can write it down. That way, you know, if you didn't catch it at the beginning, you'll be able to just write all that down. And so the method says gently heat the water and stir in the sugar until it dissolves. So I'm going to get 5 cups of water. Which one of these is water? Oh, the water's down there. And our cups are
4
over there
cups
on
of
your
water.
side.
Okay.
5 cups.
5 cups of water.
Maybe next time we pre-measure all this stuff. I mean, I think that's how Rachel Ray would do it.
That is how she would do it.
Yeah.
Forget that bitch. Rachel, if something, you're never going to see this, but if you do, I did not mean that. I regret it
Oh,
instantly.
it's not 4 cups of water, not 5.
How many did I put in
Winsong
there?
is giving me a correction.
What number was I on?
I don't know. That
God damn.
wasn't my job to count. So get the mason jar with the 4 cup measurement on it.
And just put this.
So that's 4 cups. We'll just pour it back in and we'll see.
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I got you.
Lost count.
Yeah, 4 cups.
Nice.
Maybe slightly over, but that's all right too, isn't it? Turn this. I'm gonna crank this up on high just to get her going. Well, I'm glad I caught that there from Windsong, giving me the correction. Yeah, Windsong will keep us in line if she catches our mistake in time, and if we catch the comment in time. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Okay, 4 cups of water heating up. We're gonna stir in the sugar, which is 2 cups. 2 cups sugar. I got some of the turbinado sugar.
Taking them off this ring.
All right, sounds good.
I think I am. Yeah, there I am.
The recipe does call for raw sugar. I imagine if you don't have raw sugar, it's not going to be that big a deal. 2 cups.
How many lime wedges was I supposed to make?
4.
I made 7.
Yeah. How limey do you want it?
You know what?
There you go. Another problem solved right there.
I'm gonna say these aren't the juiciest of.
Limes.
Maybe I just had a small one or something.
Now it also says do not boil. So I've got it cranked up pretty high right now. Let me have the spatula stirrer. Pour fiber.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll turn the heat down just to.
Baby. Get a little overhead shot of that Yadam.
And this is.
Fly.
I haven't had this one in a long time. In fact,
I've never had this one.
so this is going to be kind of. I don't remember it honestly.
Colton says, turbinado sugar is very good sugar to use as well. Any cane sugar would be best to use on these recipes. All right.
And Tornado is cane sugar.
How much bush you put in there? None yet. Yet to be determined. We've been known to spill a few things. Wouldn't be the worst spill.
Does happen.
Pop the lime in the microwave for 30 seconds to get more juice. I think maybe I should do that. I mean, I have used that old trick at the house. What do you? I don't know.
back
Winsong, can we get a second opinion on the microwave limes?
Moth cam.
yeah. Oh yeah, there's nothing in. Jeff likes what he's seeing.
Shoot, yeah.
Ray said there could be a new channel, Cooking with Cyrus and Zach.
Right?
Man, he's in here. Lucifer Crosby. Just want to take a brief second to say, love that name, brother. Don't know if that's your legit government name or anything, but like, what a neat name. Sounds like an old 70s R&B vocalist. I was singing backup of Lucifer Crosby.
Toured around the
At
country.
the Penguin Club down in Miami. I'm sorry.
Quarter cup?
Quarter cup of...
Just a quarter cup? Damn, this thing is losing its mind.
Sounds like a little thumper.
All right, now I'm going to add the lime juice.
Do you wash your grains before you make a mash? Sorry, I saw your name pop up. Did not read your chat and just said I like your name. Do you wash your grains before you make a mash? No, not typically. I don't know. If,
I don't know.
I could
that
probably
I've ever,
expand on that, but I would just say no. Not typically. We don't own it.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever. Might be a beer thing.
For beer, for sure. Yeah, they're trying to eliminate some of that musky starch. Not us. I love must and starch.
All right, we'll stir that in. Now we're going to add the coconut extract.
I'm losing large portions. It's constantly stopping. Oh, Windsong, we're just asking, maybe should we microwave these limes, get them a little extra juicy, or just leave them as they are? They're somewhat, I don't know, as far as limes go, they're a little dry maybe.
Teaspoon measure?
Teaspoon. Microphone.
So we're going to put 1 teaspoon of coconut extract and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
That's a tablespoon. That's a
GTD
Golly, they make
with
the
another 5 gifted.
print on those things tiny.
5 gifted memberships from GTD. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That is another entry.
We got the overlay.
Oh, I already did it. Let's have it again.
Give me one more time.
Let's have it again.
Got a finger gun cam.
Finger gun cam.
Finger pew for TikTok. It's like the rules on TikTok are the same if you're on an airplane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't, there's so much stuff you can't say on an airplane. It's
Yeah.
crazy if you start thinking about it. It's pretty similar to TikTok, though.
And there's the vanilla.
Did you guys see Winsong's chat?
Uh-oh.
No pressing gets it without cooking.
Shady Homesteader says washing grains is for pores.
For what?
Pores. Oh.
And we'll give that a little stir.
Any apple cider makers in the house? What's your go-to yeast? Mean Diller, all the way in New Zealand. Ask me how I know he lives in New Zealand. Collector Rick with the 5 gifted.
Can't Find Me asks, how about a Winsong Moonshine recipe book? It is on the way. We should be getting done with that actually pretty quickly. We've been saying that she's been in the works getting that done for quite some time, but it's coming.
Is it too early to
Rick,
lick the
thank
spoon?
you. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say it's too early. Now turn that off
Just
and
in
allow
the
it to
interest
cool.
of we're all going to be enjoying this later, I'm not going to lick the spoon that we are going to put back in there. But
Well, it's okay.
all right.
Now we just got to let this cool, and then it's going in the mason jar. We're adding our lime wedges, and then we're adding in our moonshine, and I think that's it. I think I have followed the instructions pretty well.
So you said we're just adding moonshine?
And limes, yep, once this cools. So we've got some time for that to cool.
Should
So
we
we can
remove
just,
it from the burner? Will it cool any faster?
Maybe put it in the freezer. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the freezer.
Okay. I don't
Just
know
to help it cool down.
I don't know the rules.
I don't know the rules either. We're making them up as we go.
Beard hair on the burner there. Got rid of that though. I wish we could direct the gifts. Yeah, they are random. Mean Diller says I got your handwritten note up on my fridge.
Nice.
That gives me the warm and fuzzies knowing that some of my literature is in New Zealand on somebody's fridge. That's neat.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
cool.
Well, if I'm ever feeling a little down, I'll just try to like recall back to that.
Picture
Think
it.
about, like, wow.
Just picture it on
Yeah.
this.
Just a nice little The Duke. The Duke is on fire. I've just been reading Winsong's book.
Whoop whoop. Hell yeah. So
Who was a famous English writer? Like, who's the most famous English author? Charles Dickens.
I was going to say Dickens.
The first name that came to mind was Rudyard Kipling, but I can't remember if he was English or American.
Honestly, I don't know any of that stuff.
Let me look.
And so, just to let you guys know,
Yeah, he was English. Anyway.
this moonshine that we are using, which we made off of the wonderful Mile High 8-gallon dual purpose Pro. This is a neutral spirit. Now, a lot of these recipes, Winsong says to use a corn liquor or something like that. But because we're still featuring the still and we've got this liquor, we proofed it down from, what was it, 183?
Yeah.
And we proofed it down to 115. So
183 to 115. Yeah.
yeah, and some of the recipes call for like 110. Some of them call for 120. So
Who
we
sent
proofed
it?
down
Who
to
sent it? I missed it.
115.
Colton Sharp.
Colton
And
Sharp.
then also Dan LP.
Give Dan one
Nice.
too.
Nice.
Let's do
Two
that.
more entries to win the beautiful dual purpose Pro Mile High Steel. If you want to learn more about the dual purpose Mile High Pro, dual purpose Pro from Mile High, we'll have Adam drop a link in there. You can go check it out on their website. And it is going to ship directly from them to the winner. Jason, 5 more gifted memberships. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Switch from a gun to, or God, I can't keep saying that word on there.
Knock it off, man. Just knock it off, would you?
There's just so many words you can't say. You got to just remove them out of your vocabulary, and a lot of them just don't even really make sense.
So right now we're just waiting for our sugar water syrup mixture to cool down, and then we're going to add that to our, what size jar are we doing?
Why does Scott keep saying that?
This is a half-gallon mason jar.
That's like the second time he said that. I am not. I'll tell you right now, I'm high on making this moonshine. I'm happy about that.
Pretty good stuff. So we've got, this is going to make a half-gallon when it's all said and done. And we're just waiting for it to cool down, and then we'll finish the mixture. Then we'll move on to the cherry bounce. So
Cherry bounce is going to be a little bit more labor intensive, right? Is that where we're pitting all those cherries?
we got to pit cherries, yep. Which I think just means slice them in half and pull the pit out.
I could buy that.
I mean, that's all we have. That's the only option
That
we
is
really
what
have.
will
so.
happen.
Shady Homesteader says, Zach, I need you to text me this recipe for 3 gallons. I have a party in 2 weeks. Man, brother, the recipe is right down there. Boop. That's the recipe. Just watch us make it. Triple all the measurements. Actually, all the measurements times 6, because this makes a half-gallon.
Yeah, this is a half-gallon. Yeah. So there's going to be 3 others, too. And I'll tell you, I don't know what you got going on. The one at the end, the one we're doing last, is like
Your favorite so
man,
far.
dude. It's my favorite post-flavored moonshine of all time. Now, that could change. I'm trying some stuff tonight that I haven't ever had before.
Yeah.
And if one of those is, in my opinion, like better than the last one, then it's like my head's gonna explode. Because I mean, it's like it's that good.
I mean, there's several you haven't tried, so.
I drank like last time we made this, we made like several half-gallon. We made a couple of these, and I like drank so fast.
Yeah.
Like I could not stop drinking it.
Right.
It's very rare that I come across any type of drink, whether it's alcohol related or not, that I just can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
It was like I was wandering around in the desert for like months.
Sounds like a pretty
And that was the
serious
first
addiction.
liquid I came into. Yeah, seriously. No, I'm telling, I said it then and I say it now, it's a full-blown problem.
Yeah. Randy is in the house, still works in brewing. He is also very good at making post-flavor moonshines. If you haven't seen his videos, he does a lot of post-flavor stuff, and they're very good. Winsong says, cut back on the sugars some when you multiply. Okay, so
Good point.
talking about for Shady Homesteader, you know, if you're making 3 gallons, this half-gallon recipe, do not multiply the sugar times 6. Cut back on it a little bit. To your taste, maybe. Nakia Heron asks, what's the firepower of the Shine? So this is 115 proof neutral spirit. Hagar says, damn, I want to see the Caramel Apple. But I'll be dealing with the company then. Dadgummit. Well, Hagar, you can always go back and watch the replay of the live and catch it that way.
Kick them out of your house.
Yeah, they'll understand. Just tell the company, you know, I got some important stuff going on.
You guys should leave. Have things to do.
Joe's about half a gallon into his pineapple brandy. Hell yeah.
Daniel says, I'll just let Windsong make mine so it's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
Kind of fair. Listen, pretty self-aware guy over here. Kind of fair. The proof is too low. Windsong says the proof is too low.
It says 120 proof. We've got 115. That's pretty close. Some of the recipes call for 110. Some of them call for 120. So we could
throw an extra splash in there if we wanted.
Yeah, we could do that. We just made 115 so that we could use it for both recipes. And if it's a little weak, we do know how to solve that problem. It's not a problem.
We got liquor coming out of our ears.
About halfway through a 30 rack. Clinton, thank you for posting links to both channels earlier in me. We appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna go check on that. See if it's cooled down. I'm actually sure it's cooled down enough.
It's frozen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Good to go. Good to go. Got your half-gallon jug ready. Open that up.
You want a funnel?
Yeah, let's do a funnel.
All right.
Should be right below us, I think.
The magic of
That corner. That was a Rachel Ray move right there. We had it right below us.
It was right. Yeah, everything we need. Professionals. I'm liking the looks of it so far, just from a...
I'm liking the smell. Dadgum, that smells good.
Oh, yeah, this is... Ooh, boy. This is smelling like...
I'm going to need a snort of that.
Yeah, we're going to have multiple. I'm going to have to call my wife. Man, that smells great.
Yeah. All right, I got that rinsed out for the next batch. Now, toss them limes in there, Bo.
Just, am I squishing them or am I just chunking them down in there?
It says, add the lime wedges. Maybe squeeze them in. I don't know.
Should I? Windsong, do I squeeze them or are they like a slow burn in terms of flavor? Do I put them in there or do I squash them? Chunk them in. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. I was actually talking to Windsong, okay?
Windsong is correcting, making sure everybody knows. The recipe that I wrote is incorrect. 5 cups of water is incorrect. It is 4 cups of water. She let me know before the live started that that was a typo, but I didn't have time to correct the visual. Sorry about that.
Okay, I think Windsong would just say throw them in.
I'm gonna go with just toss them in because it's also gonna sit. So.
Squeeze all the juice out of them. The second I put them in there. The second I put them in there.
Yeah, we can solve it. That is also a solvable problem, maybe. Oh, there you go. You can grab those 3. I'll fish that other one out.
Well, these little suckers. Slicker than ow shit.
This is not Rachel Ray-esque.
I stabbed it down in there. Sorry. So squeeze them and put them in?
Yeah. And this is, once you make this, it's supposed to sit for 2 weeks. Whoop. Look at that. Look at that prettiness. Give him a shot of that there, Adam.
Look at that. Would you just look at it?
Ooh. And it says top off. Actually, it says 2 cups, 120 proof.
We've got over 70 people in our lives.
Woo, 70 people in the live right now. That is sweet.
Ow! All right.
Now there's some residual sugar in here, but you know.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
There you go.
More?
Where's that filter? Or funnel?
Yeah, you're right.
In that funnel.
One. Ooh, a little extra dab in
proof
there.
was low anyway.
Yeah, the proof was low.
All right.
And that's it?
That's it, man. That is, you're supposed to let it set for 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Let it sit for about 2 minutes. I'm about to taste this right now.
Man, I tell you, that was smelling really good. Shady Homesteader says, y'all need to add green food coloring or something.
Shit.
Brown key lime?
Shit.
Let me try.
We change that camera?
Yeah.
Just hit this one more time.
Oh my God, that is good. That is.
Don't mind if I
Damn!
Winsong does it again.
That was really good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's officially my number 2 flavor. And we'll put it right behind the caramel apple.
Well, there's something about the warmth of it.
It's really good fresh out the teat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
That's very good, very good.
Let's go one more.
And so, I mean, this is like, that's how simple that was. We are screwing around, showing you guys how to do this on camera. And what did that take us? 30 minutes? You could probably make this at home in like
Set that away from me.
15 minutes.
Boy, that is really good. Number 2. That's my new number 2 flavor.
Number 2 flavor, huh?
The key
Nice.
lime. I don't know. Is it better? Is it better than the butter pecan?
I'm gonna go rinse this stuff off.
Okay.
Can you kill my mic, or do I need to take it off?
Just take it off.
I'll go rinse this out.
All right. Now we are going to be showing you how to make your own napalm at home. You're going to want to grab some styrofoam and some diesel. We can't. I don't think it's allowed.
No.
I also don't know what the ratio is anymore. I used to have it memorized. Anyway. It's not going to last an hour. It may not. I mean, I'm not making I'm not beholden to anybody. I don't know. I don't know how long it'll last. It was removed from the table, and I think that was a calculated move. Yeah, that's the problem with these post flavors is they're really hard to stay out of. Like, very hard to stay out of. What is going to happen is we're going to make all these, and I'm going to like all of them, and we're just going to have to make more.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and we'll still have a lot of ingredients, like, for example, the cherries. I don't think we're going to be using all those cherries. We're not going to be using all, like, the apple juices and lime juice, and we'll still have a lime or two, so it'll be easy to kind of refresh the supply.
Yeah.
And make another half gallon.
The lime's going to be
tomorrow.
really easy to make again.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just sugar, some lime juice, some hooch.
Concentrates, or extracts, I should say.
What extracts were in that?
Coconut and vanilla. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I was wondering how there was so much flavor in that. It's on it.
It's in my shirt.
Oh.
All right.
Zach, I made a moon fusion last night. Transfusion, but with shine. Moon fusion last night. Transfusion, but with shine. I know all of those words, Jason, independently, but when you've put them together that way, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Cyrus is missing his mic.
I got it on now. Thanks, NFT. All right, so Rooster Shine says, how's it going, guys? Ran my first sugar mash and sweet corn mash over the weekend. Nice. That is sweet. Hope it went well for you. Hope
First
you're happy
mash?
with it.
First mash? Who did it?
Right there.
That was Rooster Shine.
Nice. Well, good deal, brother. What's number 2?
Number 2, we're going to do Cherry Bounce. So Cherry Bounce is basically moonshine infused cherries that you just eat. And you will just fill the jar up with shine. The cherries will soak up all the goodness. And then you can just pop them in your mouth and eat them.
This one you would probably need to, maybe towards the end of the show, there'll be enough where I can pop one and take a try.
Yeah.
'Cause they kinda need to
you
sit
won't
in
get
it for a
anything.
while,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, fair enough.
I think it says like 2 to 4 months. Yeah, 2 to 4 months. Let it sit.
Not my favorite recipe.
Just off the bat. Off the bat.
Not great.
All right, and so for this one, we got 1 cup raw sugar, 1 cup cherry juice, 1 cup 110 proof moonshine, 2 cups pitted tart cherries. Now, also, the cherries that I got, they just say California cherries. I don't know if they're sweet. I don't know if they're tart. There were 2 options at the store, and one of them said sweet. This one did not say sweet, so this is what we got.
I'll
Set
start
those in front of you. You
pitting
start
these bad
pitting them.
boys.
And we're gonna get 2 cups of those.
You know, I used to be allergic to cherries.
No.
Any fruit with a pit in it, I used to like really. I don't think I am anymore.
It's interesting. Find out right now.
You got an EpiPen?
No. Yeah. So I think 2 cups is like half of a quart. If you want to just, yeah. Fill it up till you get half of a quart jar there.
My mouth's itchy.
You were also, is this the one you said you wanted to split in half? So do 2
Oh,
pints
yeah,
instead of
yeah.
a quart? Okay.
Oh man, how is this gonna work?
Looks like he's going to be struggling with that for a minute. So I'm going to add the cherry juice. Gently heat the
And put them in
juice.
this. I gotta be careful what I'm touching. I'm filling this up to 2.
No, not if we're doing 2 different jars. Get a pint, and it'll be half the jar. Should
Okay.
be 1 cup. And this is just regular store-bought cherry juice. One cup.
Well, that's the way to do them. You can leave them whole.
And I think this is going to be like pretty strong compared to a normal post-flavored recipe. that Winsong does, just looking at the balances, but I think that's because the cherries are going to soak up a lot of that moonshine. And then after the 2 to 4 months, you can strain off the liquid and you've got your cherries, and then you have other liquid that you can do something else with, drink it or whatever. And 1 cup raw sugar.
Man, I got really bummed out the other weekend. I was at a crawfish boil, and a guy showed up. He was toting some jars, and saw him coming from a mile away.
Right.
And I was like, "What you got, man?" He came walking up, and he's like, "Oh, I make moonshine." And I was like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome. What'd you make? How do you make it?" And he's like, "Oh, I take Everclear." And I flavor it with. I was like, okay, all right.
Well, all right.
Okay. I got off it pretty quick. I was like, I'm not gonna be that guy out here that's
Right.
like,
That's not moonshine.
are you making moonshine?
Yeah.
So I just-
Actually.
no. I was like, oh, cool. But I was bummed. I thought he showed up with some shine.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
anxious
That is a bummer.
to showed up with some flavored Everclear.
And hey, there's a lot of people that do that too. Like if you go to like Pinterest and search moonshine recipes, it's like a bunch of people with like cooking blogs that do moonshine recipes, and it's all Everclear.
Yeah.
I'm definitely still mildly allergic.
What's happening? What do you mean?
My mouth's just like itchy.
Oh, stop eating them.
I was never stop. I was never really like super allergic to them, but I've always been like, I think mildly. Which sucks because cherries are awesome. Same thing with raw peaches, which is another bummer. But I've slowly just been kind of ingesting them in small quantities.
That'll work.
Fix that problem, won't it?
Key limes, same way. Started eating them.
How? There's no pit.
It's fruits that have like hairs on them too. So like peaches, key lime.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Iron Duke says, Adam, the recipe is wrong. All right, what did we mess up on the recipe?
Oh wait, you
Might
said
be a typo from me. One cup raw sugar, 2 cups, 1 cup cherry juice.
Oh. There's 4 lime wedges.
Oh, the lime wedges are not supposed to be there. That was from me making the other graphic. I forgot to delete that. My bad.
so. Just omit the limes.
Omit the limes. Do not put limes in it. All right, that is dissolved.
Try
Turn that off. And we're going to allow this to cool, and then we're just going to put the cherries in the jar, put the syrup in the jar, and top it off with the moonshine. I'm going to put this back in the freezer and let it do its thing.
Well, this cherry pitting is thirsty work.
I think it would be interesting to do these types of lives more often. So I'm asking the chat if you'd like to see us do these like post-flavored making live streams more often. Maybe we can do it once a month or something like that. Let me know in the chat. Tell me what you think, if you'd like to see that.
Could you open that for me? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Also, I think that there's a strong possibility that my hands may just be red for a couple weeks, and I'm fine with that.
They do have tools for pitting cherries.
Ask me if I got one.
You're just doing it the hard way.
We got a
I mean, we do a lot of stuff the hard way.
We got a Cherry Pitter 3000 right here. You're looking at him.
Met all my exes at family reunions.
Who said that?
It was Kevin, I think. Rousey says, yes, 100%. Very informative. Sir Dig Dug says, yes.
Sir Dig
For
Dug.
sure, once a month. Need the peach cobbler recipe soon. Yeah, you bet. Limes and oranges and such are sprayed with insecticides big time, killing a lot of honeybees. Dadgummit.
Give us a good honeybee report, Rick. Hope you've been training for your commodities and your e-coin segment that you're going to start doing one of these days.
Roasting the peaches will caramelize them slightly on the outside, so should give a deeper flavor post-fermentation. Nice.
That's interesting.
Apophis One says, first time catching you guys live from Scotland. This is great. Well, brother, we're really glad you're here, man. Glad you showed up, Apophis One. We do this every week.
Do you know the Duke?
Every.
Do you know the Duke, the Iron Duke? He's from close to over there.
He's near Scotland. So yeah, every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever it is time at your place. Yeah, every week.
I'm going to guess 6 hours and a ferry ride. How far away is it, Duke?
Ming Diller's asking, anyone tried UJSSM with Jimmy Red? I haven't. Oh yeah, we're almost there. 1/2 jar.
I'm not 100% sure, right?
Yeah.
But I know that it won't really do any good to try this one, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to, after the cherry cutting, maybe I try the key lime again. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I'm just throwing out some feelers, just trying to gauge the room.
I mean, you don't get to try this one, so.
I don't get to drink any of this one. And the other one was really good.
Yeah.
All right. Glad we broached that.
Adam, I think you can bounce back up to the other view. We've probably seen
Dude,
about all
just
there is to cherry.
so many cherries get cut. Man, I got pretty good at cherry pitting here at the end.
Looking good. You're doing a great job, man. Kevin says it's time for another pour of his Rip Van Winkle. We'll jump on that.
Dude, you're just casually drinking some Rip. Can't hide money.
Can't hide the money, that's right. Jeffrey says I better lock these up.
Also, what a flex.
Yeah.
Have some Rip. Hang out.
That's it, huh? All right,
Yeah.
so we're just waiting for the syrup to cool down a little bit, and then we'll put half of it in this jar, half of it in this jar. We'll top them off with the shine, and that's it. And again, we're using the 115 proof shine. This recipe calls for 110 proof. So Gotta find a place to dump that, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna wash this off and wash my hands.
If you can clean shrimp, you can pit a cherry. I imagine that's probably right. Yeah, so if we're going to do this more often, do these kinds of live streams a bit more often, I think it would be cool if you guys submitted recipes for us to do on the show with, you know, your list of ingredients and the process that you use. We would love to create your recipe here on the show and try it out. I think that'd be awesome. I mean, I do have a bunch of recipes we can do, but we'll eventually run out anyway. Still Works in Brewing. Randy says Cyrus would love to make some shine with you guys. Man, I think that's awesome. We should definitely do that. Maybe we can come to you, or you can come to us. Something. Maybe make a weekend of it on October 4th when we have the Shine Festival. Just come stay 3 or 4 days here, and we'll make some shine together. That'd be a blast.
Who is it?
Randy with Steelworks.
Oh yeah. I'd kick it with Randy.
NFT, what's the final proof once you're done? Well, it's kind of hard to say because of the proof, but we're adding 1 cup of syrup to maybe, I don't know, we'll measure it. How would we measure it?
I wasn't watching you make that at all. What did you make?
Yeah, it was just a simple syrup with 1 cup of cherry juice and 1 cup of sugar.
I didn't even know we had cherry juice.
Yeah.
I looked at that and just thought it was cranberry.
I hope not. No, it's cherry.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so
how much
I
shine?
don't know what the proof will be because, let's see, it's 1 1.25 cup. This is 4 cups, right? 2 cups.
Well, I think it's, it's 2 cups, right?
I think it might end up being like
It's 2 cups in here, right? 2 cups,
2 cups
per
of
jar.
cherries.
Okay, yes. Yeah,
But I'm saying the jar is 4 cups. And so.
Whoa. So this jar has 4 cups in it.
No, 2 cups.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
right.
I was just, because I thought it was a cup. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I was like, I think I cut up too many cherries.
So I'm guessing the proof is going to be somewhere around 35. It's hard to tell though with the fruit. When people come with peach or other fruit flavored moonshine, is it fruit flavored whiskey or brandy? I mean, post flavored moonshine is kind of its own little animal because we could use brandy in this, we could use whiskey in this, we could use rum. We're using neutral spirit, think vodka. And so post flavored shine doesn't really have that type of classification because you can use whatever you want with it.
Sorry. Nothing.
So Duke says 1 cup moonshine. So it's going to be, well, maybe it'll be, yeah.
Damn, that is good, dude. Golly. Yeah, that was a healthy swig. It was a man-sized swig, Dave.
I'm going to go check on that, see if it's cooled down.
Call my wife. Can you come get me? Y'all been post-flavoring moonshines, haven't you? Y'all, you got the post-flavoring, you got to drinking too much, didn't you? Yeah, I'll come get you. You're gonna wait on me though. I can already tell how that conversation's gonna go. Unless she's watching, and I don't mean any of that.
Get the pint jar up there in the front.
This pint jar?
Yeah, let's see if we can get all this in here. It's going to be hard to gauge half of it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Putting it in a jar.
Damn.
Sorry, Bubba.
I'm a man. Nice.
What's that?
Do I?
What is that?
Simple
This is
syrup
the-
and cherry juice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's just under 12 ounces. I'm gonna put half in one jar and half in the other.
Dude, Scott, get off it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe Scott is the one.
Yeah, what are you projecting, brother?
That's pretty close to half.
He
and
said,
half,
"I'm high
right?
too."
He said I'm pretty fucked up.
Now we just need to top that off with the shine.
Okay. Shit.
That ain't gonna work, bub. You got it. There you go.
Boop. Minimum spillage.
We also did get this fancy new tablecloth that is made out of vinyl, so it's easier to clean. Shake this up a little bit. Honestly, though, I'm going to take a sip of this anyway. I just want to taste it.
I'm down. Why would we, deny ourselves life's simple pleasures, I'll sip out of this jar.
That's pretty good just like that. But,
That's
you know,
nice.
it's very high volume of cherries. So we're just going to set these up in the on the top of the counter over the cabinet over there. A couple months from now, we'll start eating cherries.
Probably earlier, but maybe.
Okay.
Maybe we'll wait.
Calling that one a big fat maybe.
It's gonna be a huge maybe for me. I'll give you guys updates. Let you know.
All right, so we're 2 recipes down. We are at the top of the hour. It's time for us to do a little intermission.
Yeah.
And so go to the bathroom, go get you a drink, come back, relaxed, ready to go again. We got 2 more recipes coming, cherry lime and caramel apple. We'll be right back.
The Mile High month of May is finally coming to a close. We've got this last live stream of the month before we figure out who is going to win the beautiful Dual Purpose Pro from Mile High. Hope it's one of you watching with us tonight. We think this still's awesome. I think it's hard to beat.
It is. I've been using this still for years.
Long time.
One of my favorite stills, mainly because of the versatility. If versatility is what you're looking for, this is definitely one of your best choices.
Yeah, the plug and play aspect of it, the neutral spirit that we're going to be cooking with tonight that we ran off the Mile High with the deflagrator and pack column, all the way down to, a 140, 150 spirit run, a nice bourbon. I mean, it's just, kind of the options are a little bit endless in terms of what you can do with this thing.
Yeah, great still. And if you want to check them out, it's milehighDistilling.com. If you haven't got an entry in, or you want to get some more entries in, because there's no limit to the number of times you can enter, you just go to stillintheclear.com/shop. Any purchase on the website gets you an entry to win this still. And any kit purchase or grain purchase gets you a double entry. And during the live streams, any 5 gifted memberships gets you an entry.
Love that little emote we got going there. But yeah, super exciting. Lots of different ways to win. We hope that you're taking this opportunity to purchase some stuff that you're using in your everyday distilling adventures. And, why not win a free still too? I mean, we love the folks over at Mile High. Super excited to be able to do this with them. And also super excited to be able to make some post flavor.
Yeah. Tonight is
the members picked.
Yeah. Tonight is the flavored moonshine cooking show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
people are remarking that we are the Rachel Rays of post flavoring moonshine.
I mean, I see it.
They continue to say
see
it.
it.
Yeah. So we'll get to really hone that rep tonight. We've got a few different flavors going. What did the members pick for us here?
So we got a caramel apple moonshine, by far.
Thank you.
The runaway favorite.
I was begging for it this morning in the Rise and Shine. Like, please pick this one. Yeah.
Cherry lime moonshine, cherry bounce moonshine, and key lime moonshine.
I love that, man. I'm super excited about it.
And these are all Winsong recipes. And
shout out to the Queen.
There's a couple of substitutions.
Sure.
And
some tweaks.
But anyway, we're really excited. They're still going to come out good. And we're going to show you guys step by step how we do it, each one. We've got a fancy little overhead view for the live stream tonight, so you'll be able to see us doing it.
Yep.
So
why don't you guys take this opportunity, grab a beer, strap in, and get ready to see some cooking.
Hell yeah. See you in the live stream. And we are back. I just got our stuff rinsed off, washed up. Hope you guys had a good little break. You're ready to settle back in for a couple another recipes. All right, so next is the cherry lime. And just to let the new folks that are in know, we made this moonshine 115 proof neutral spirit with this still. The
183 proof neutral spirit. We proofed it down,
Yeah, 183 neutral spirit with this still. The 8-gallon dual purpose pro from Mile High Distilling. We're giving one of these away this month for those of you who don't know. And if you want to go check out this still, you can go to milehighDistilling.com. Adam will drop a couple of links down there. Also, if you want to enter to win this still, it simply takes any purchase on the Still in the Clear website, stillintheclear.com/shop. Grain purchases and kit purchases are double entry, and any 5 gifted memberships here in the live is also an entry. So that's how you get in there to win this still. I want to thank Mile High for joining us with this kind of promotional giveaway thing. It's really awesome. We've been doing business with them for several years. Love them over there. They're great folks.
Those guys are super knowledgeable too. They're very helpful to their customer base, and they know all the ins and outs of these things. Any kind of a issue that you might run in or question you may have, I bet you could reach out to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're good people.
Yeah, so they have a YouTube channel also, same name, Mile High Distilling. You go to their YouTube channel. They've got a lot of videos about making post-flavored recipes. They got all kinds of stuff over there. So definitely worth it. Paul with the 5 Still in the Clear gifted memberships. Thank you, sir. Pew. That is an entry. Garbage Thrown Daddy with another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, sir.
Firing them off.
All right. Let's start on this cherry lime, man. This is also one of my favorites.
So, have I had this one before? This isn't the cherry amaretto.
This is not the cherry amaretto.
I haven't had this one. I haven't had this one.
Okay, so we got 4 cups cherry juice, 1/4 cup of lime juice, 1/4 cup of apple juice, 2 cups of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 lime wedges, 20 maraschino cherries, and 2 cups of 110 proof moonshine.
How many cups of moonshine?
2 cups.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 10. I was like, damn, that's my kind of jar.
Yeah, so we're making a 1/2 gallon this time.
So 4 of these, right?
4 of those. You got it. And does it say to heat it? Gently heat it. Yeah, so I'm going to turn the burner back on to heat it up.
Gently.
Now, it says to gently heat it, and I think that means don't boil it. I'm not sure that means heat it up slowly. I have not been heating them up slowly. I'm just for time purposes, I'm kind of cranking the heat a little bit right at the beginning to get it going real good, and then I back the heat off to make sure I don't boil it.
The membership gifting has stopped working again.
Honestly, I'm not sure that it does actually stop because I get to see the analytics of the gifted memberships.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's still working. I think the only time it doesn't work is if you get a refund. And if you didn't get a refund, then it did work.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that can be a problem.
It's an issue.
I'd love a Mile High milk can with the element attached. The still that we're giving away does not come with an element or controller, but you can also order those from Mile High. So basically, you could get a Mile High still with an element and a controller for just the cost of an element and the controller.
Oh, Olympic Dave with the 5. Oh, sorry.
Another gifted membership.
Fingers went
nice.
the
Thank
wrong
you.
way.
And that is also
Grab that other camera.
Entry into the
Other
drawing.
view.
Now let's put, how much sugar are we adding to this? 2 cups of, nope, that's the
Shout out to Clinton
2
getting
cups.
getting the recipe and the text so people can copy and paste that.
Oh yeah, nice.
What a guy. 20, I mean, I guess I could count out 20 of these. Or
Yeah.
How many do we think are in here? Serving size, 1 cherry, serving about 27.
So pull out 7.
Yeah. So
Make-
eat
make
7.
it easy.
So just eat 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 cups of sugar. And the recipes do call for raw sugar. But if you don't have the raw sugar and you just wanted to use regular old table sugar, you could still do it. Taste would be a little bit different, but it would still be delicious. Stir this up so we don't get any kind of scalding happening.
Might I interest you in a cherry?
Yeah, I'll take one. I guess, sir.
4.
Well, it did show one person received gifted membership. Dwayne Smith says, I don't know who was the gifter, but I got one. Thank you very much. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the show, baby.
Yeah, Randy, you're absolutely right. The still will have a port for an element. You just don't get the element if you win the still. And you can also use this with propane. That's how we use it all the time.
Did you already put the vanilla extract in there?
Nope, I haven't put any extracts in there yet. So it's 1/4 teaspoon vanilla extract. Winsong says the raw sugar brings out more of the flavor.
So just a little hit here of the vanilla.
All right.
Easy does it.
Officially, we call that a smidge.
That's a smidge.
Just a smidge.
If I've ever seen one in my whole life.
Poison made it. Late to the party, but you're here. That's good, Bo. Garbage From Daddy says he's been trying to hit Randy with one. I assume he means the gifted membership.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think he's trying to assault Randy from Still Works and Brewing. I could be wrong. Maybe they hate each other. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
How are we to tell this?
I don't know
stuff?
their relationship dynamic.
Allow to cool. Okay, so this one is going back into the freezer.
You put the sugar in there?
I did put the sugar in there. Stirred it in, dissolved it. Now we just need it to cool down so we can mix everything up.
Pour the syrup and the moonshine into the jar. Add cherries and the lime wedge. Oh, how many lime wedges do I need here? 4 lime wedges.
SD Tecker, definitely enjoy the recipe videos. Thank you. Glad you're here, brother.
What was his name? SD Tecker?
SD Tecker. I said brother. There was some assumption in that. Apologize.
Dude, it's 2025, man.
Just how big a boy are you?
Hey, Bubba, when's the last time you had your ass whooped?
Come down there, open up a big old can of ass whooping.
I got an extra large can of whoop ass. Got your name on it. Like when they did the one where he pretended to be like a homicide detective. A telemarketer called him, and he pretends to be at a home like the scene of a crime. Yeah, and he's like,
just how did you know the victim?
And let me ask you this: where are you located? And the guy kind of hesitates, and he's like, you mean like where? He's like, if I wanted, let me put it to you this way: if I wanted to write a letter to you, what am I going to write down on that envelope to get that letter to your ass? He gives him his address. Like, oh God.
R.D. by God Mercer.
That was a sad damn day when he passed away. I was a little upset about it, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking this is pretty good stuff tonight. I'm going to take me another sip on this before it all disappears.
I mean, you know, why wouldn't we?
Uncle Moonshine in the chat.
Uncle Moonshine, hell yeah.
What's up, brother man?
Over there watching us on TikTok.
Lord.
Clinton throwing down the MeWe for Beginners, Moonshine for Beginners group, mash recipes and other information. Help can be found, MeWe, with the rest of us there too.
Damn.
Yeah, so if you're new to the channel and don't know, we have our own little moonshine community called Moonshine for Beginners over there on MeWe.com. People hanging out there all day long, talking shine. Lots of recipes. We have a files section with all kinds of PDFs, from recipes to the guide sheets from Still in the Clear. All kinds of good info over there. Terry dropping the MFB emoji, the little custom emoji for the members only.
Unc, you got a rye order back there. We're waiting on our next shipment of rye to come in. Everyone ran us out of rye. I felt like, I don't know, maybe this is a bad way to approach it, but I feel like you might be a little bit more understanding if yours was a little bit behind. So I'm going to throw some koozies in there, and you know, I'll make it up to you, brother.
Get you some extra goodies.
Yeah. Sorry, brother.
If you impatient boys will just let it sit a while, it'll be a lot better. And we will let it sit a while. We're just not letting it sit a while at the moment.
We're just used to having things that are a lot stronger with much less flavor. And so as soon as something like this is in the room, we're just rabid.
Dude, there's a sizable dent in the jar.
Yeah.
And I issue no apologies for that.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It is good.
Can't stay out of it.
Uncle Moonshine says, post office said they waiting on you. Yeah, that is correct.
100% they are.
We have the shipping label, and that's why it says the post office is waiting, because it hadn't left our office yet.
Yeah, Unc, it'll come to your ground. All of our malted grains, all of the heirloom corns, they're all on a distiller's grind. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm wondering, should these have the stems on them? Does that matter?
The cherries?
Yeah.
I think we should pull the stems.
By we should pull the stems, you mean I should pull?
You should pull the stems.
All right, here we go. Man, what's be the best way to get those out of there? Does this juice go in there too, or just the cherries?
I think just the cherries.
Winsong, could I get clarification on the
just the
cherry
cherries.
and the juice? this.
You want to get the strainer? I mean, we do have one.
I think that I can get.
What proof does that mix with 4 cups of cherry juice bring that down to? Take the stems off also, Adept 2030 said.
Created a unique problem here.
That's fine. That solves the problem right there. So the proof in the jar is 115. We're adding, let me go make sure. We're adding 2 cups of 110 proof to 4 cups of cherry juice and then some various other stuff in there. So that's going to take it down by like 66%. So 40-ish proof, just with the rough calculations in my head. Good old Paul's in the house. Good to see you, Paul Johnson.
Big Paul.
Paul says, damn it, saved me a drunk of that. Well, I mean,
It'll be here, brother.
We will certainly save you some, depending on how quickly you get here.
I would say sooner rather than later, just if you're wanting to be sure.
You can add some of the juice, Winsong says.
Okay.
Kevin says better be there before the live is over. Probably talking to Paul.
I mean, there's not a 0 chance of anything, right? 14, 15, 16, 17. Boy, we got some extra bonus cherries
Winsong
here.
said leave the stems on. No, I'm kidding.
Really? Oh. We got some bonus cherries in here. They're overselling you the cherries there because I already ate 7 of them.
Yeah. And that's 20?
That's 20.
All right.
21's like a better number than 21. Lucky number.
Yeah, I mean, beat the dealer every time.
So I can do this. And then
All right, we're back with this. There we go. We need another half-gallon mason jar.
sorry, I'm getting these back in here so I can seal them up in half-gallon mason jar.
Clinton says give or take 18.33 proof. Thank you for the clarification, brother. Can't argue with math.
I gotta wash my. Well, I'm gonna wait.
Need to get you some gloves, boy.
I need some naturals. Okay. I'm adding the cherries.
That. Did you already put vanilla in there?
Yep, the vanilla's already in there.
Add the cherries and the lime wedges.
Set and seal aside for between 2 and 6 months.
All of them are supposed to set.
Really?
Times,
Oh man, they're so good when they're like fresh
You've
off
never
the.
tasted them as good as they can be.
Really? That's.
I still
that's
haven't drank
terrifying.
that caramel apple we made.
Oh, well, there you go.
I bet it's good.
It is definitely better than it was the night you tried it.
Which is crazy. I don't know, man. I think it's like really pretty nice when it's like.
I like it when it's warm. I do like
Yeah,
that.
you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm squeezing the lime wedges as I did before Winsong. Right? Probably. I'm not doing it until I get confirmation.
Not till you know.
Nope. How much moonshine?
Do we squeeze the limes in this one too, hon? That is the question.
I gotta wash my hands.
Surely.
It's 2 cups of 110.
Uncle Moonshine says me either, Adam. Was he supposed to get some of that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh,
he
she
was-
says no, don't squeeze them.
Don't squeeze them.
She said don't squeeze them. Okay, so yeah. Every time I'm telling you, every time I'm like, no, this is the right, wrong. Don't squeeze them.
Okay. That'll work.
It's a little extra. Not much.
Never hurt my feelings. Not one bit.
Oh, yeah. This be the good stuff. Don't squeeze the Charmin.
No time like
Hillbilly
present.
Glass Barrel's in the house. Hell yeah, good to see you, bro.
Oh, dude, the smell on this is killer.
I bet.
Like little kids in a candy store. Yeah, for sure.
New number 2.
New number 2.
So you like that
Hey,
one
cool
better
it.
than the key
Cool it.
lime?
Cool your jets. Cool it.
Sorry. Yeah, that is red hot fire.
Saul Zane, I don't ever really calculate the proof on post-flavored shines. Now, we did have Clinton earlier do a few calculations for us. He says it's around 18%.
Be better than the other one.
Yeah,
The key lime.
and saying a lot because the key lime was
It was good.
real good.
Yep. That one's this
Yep.
is one of my favorites.
Yep.
That's special.
Boy. Yeah. New number 2
wonder-
for sure.
I wonder
That's
if
gonna
you could
be.
make some type of limeade.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
I mean, I could theoretically think of a time when had I ever sold moonshine, that would have been one of the most popular sellers.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. I mean, I would never, but
Yeah.
that wasn't
Damn,
quite
dude.
a full half gallon, so maybe 20, 21
That's
proof.
blowing my mind, man.
I
Wait, what?
prefer
What's
the-
21 proof?
What you just drank. Clinton's doing the math on everything we've been adding.
There's 2 cups of 115 proof in that.
Yeah, but there's also 6 cups of other stuff. Anyway,
50. Should be. What's a third of 50? 15? 50, 17-ish.
yeah.
So 50 minus 17 is like 33. So it's like, oh yeah, okay. Wow.
75 viewers in the chat.
Really close to 75 of us here in the chat. We appreciate y'all being here. We have one more hammer of a recipe that we're about to cook up.
Yeah.
This one is my favorite post-flavored moonshine recipe. Yeah. I mean, I'm always open to, new things, but this one, of all the ones we've made and all the ones I've tried, is 100% my favorite.
Yeah, and this is also the one where I mentioned in the intro, we didn't have the right ingredient. We don't have caramel extract, so we're using Werther's, and we've done this once before
With the Werther's.
with the Werther's, and it's kind of a goopy mess to mess with at first, but it does turn out good.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did we do that last time? Did we melt all the Werther's first? Is that what we worked on first?
We did them slow. Yeah, we were melting them kind of very slowly. I remember that being a thing of like, don't try to do that too fast, you'll burn them type thing. And
Yeah.
we had them in whatever apple. I think we cooked them in the apple juice.
Okay.
What's it say to do?
So, method says add the extracts to the juice and heat gently. Stir in the sugars until dissolved. Do not boil. Allow to cool. Divide the apple slices into the jar or jars. Fill the jar or jars with syrup to 1/3 to half full. Fill the top with moonshine.
And I think we take a little bit of the sugar out when we do
Yeah.
the Werther's.
I think We reduced the sugar last time, but I don't remember by how much. I don't know. Maybe we just completely make it up. Don't put the sugar in. We can always add the sugar later and dissolve it.
Taste it and then win song. Did you read that? Read Olympic Dave's comments. Those were the good days. I can't say it out. I can't say it out loud. I can't say it out loud. I'll just tell you I found it funny.
Saul Zane asks, are these recipes on the MFB page? I'm not sure they're all on there, but I know some of them are in the files section.
Stems off here. Get this cutting board cleaned up. I think I'm about to carve some apples up, right?
We are going to be peeling and coring and slicing apples. We don't need to both be out. I'm going to go ahead and add the apple juice. 2 cups apple juice.
Here we go. Oh yeah, I should probably start peeling you out some Werthers. Hey, don't open that one. I think there's one over here unopened still.
Oh, okay.
How many do I need? What did we do last time? Like 20?
I thought it was like 12.
No, it was more than 12. I was peeling a lot of them. I remember I peeled like 40 or 50 of those things.
Let's do 15. Let's back off just a little bit from last time. Okay, caramel, 1.5 cup. Okay, we're not going to do the brown sugar or the raw sugar at the moment. Winsong says, don't use so many caramels. Taste it before you add sugar so you can gauge what you need. Okay. Yeah, we're backing off to
sugar to taste. Doink.
Oh, I guess I need to turn this on, don't I? And it was also one of those kind of deals where we kind of constantly stirred it, you know.
Two.
1 teaspoon of vanilla extract is also going in it. Saul Zane, the pot, if you're asking about what's in this pot right now, it's 2 cups of apple juice so far. I'm putting 1 teaspoon of vanilla in. And Zach is going to put in 15 Werther's candies for the caramel because we don't have caramel extract. If we had caramel extract, we would be using that. But couldn't get it.
Is there, I don't know, and I'm just talking out loud here. It seems like if we wanted to double this recipe, we would just add twice the, actually never mind, because we're going to maybe do a video. Hey, could someone count how many Werthers I'm adding to this pot and stop me at 20? Because I think I've already maybe lost count.
That's fine.
Okay.
Shortly, we won't be able to tell how many it is.
5, 6.
And this is going to make a half gallon. No, 4 pint mason jar, or yeah, half a gallon.
You struggling with them wrappers, Bubba?
Dude, the wrappers are hard. Don't know how many. Lost count. Could
7.
just count wrappers. Thank you. Thank you, Bubba.
Well, they're a little melty.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The thing is, they've adhered to the wrapper.
Yeah, little melty. That's all.
DRC's asking if that's Julia Childs. He's here. No, this is, you hear Rachel Ray right now?
Who the hell is Julia Childs?
Oh, come on, really?
Who is that? Why do I not know that person?
Famous chef. I want to say she was English, though.
English.
Maybe the Duke would know her.
Duke, you know her? What about the other Scottish gentleman? Did we ever establish if there was a connection between him and Duke? They buddies?
Oh, no, I lost that
we
one.
did not
Oh,
establish
no.
that. I suspect both of them were like, I'm not even answering that.
I'm not entertaining this with a dignified response. I like to think that's what their thought process was. No idea how many are in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more.
This one's for Yakri.
Olympic Dave gave us a good suggestion. You could crush the candy before you put it in. Not a bad plan there. A little late for me to read that comment. Yeah, for sure.
You like blend them? Get them like a dust?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a good thought.
Yeah, this will be the longest part of the evening right here. Watching Werther's melt is like watching paint dry. I agree. Dude.
Camera view? Nothing goes together quite like a Werther's original and a nice bush light.
So true.
How many cups does this call for?
Cups of what?
Moonshine?
It's going to call for 2 cups of 110 proof.
Sure.
Shoot, yeah.
I distilled through the caramel syrup. It's yummy in the barrel. DRC, hell yeah. You guys are having an in-depth herb discussion in the chat.
Yeah, they are.
Have you seen that? They're hashing some stuff out. Hi-yo!
You said it.
Golly, with the puns. Mm-hmm. Kareem Abdul from the corner.
Next week, we will be drawing for the winner. Pretty excited. Drawing for the winner of
Stoked
the
about that.
8-gallon dual-purpose Pro from Mile High.
Is this gonna go in a half gallon?
We are making a half-gallon.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your question, Kevin?
Are we missing questions in the chat?
I don't think. Oh, Adam, how do you keep a straight face watching her convo? Their convo? I don't. Watch me. I'm laughing a lot.
So, who's that asking in the song, what kind of caramel extract does she use? The Duke says this will be the only Mile High still to make it to the UK.
Ooh, nice. I like that confidence.
Nothing is gonna make me happier than somehow if we have to send the Duke a Mile High still.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a logistical nightmare, but it's gonna be one that I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, the rules
Could
clearly
you imagine?
say-
Hey, Boo. Bless you, Zach. Thank you, Rabbi.
There you go. Let's swap sides for a minute.
Tired of the
Time to
mixing?
stir. What is this little concoction right here?
So here's what happened there, man. We had a little bit too much shine.
There was a little bit of
I
cherry.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I don't know that we don't throw a little bit more of that cherry juice off in that, put some more, just a hair of that 183 in there, and we got those cherries over there. I mean, they're probably just gonna.
I mean, yeah, you can't even tell there's any cherry in that at the moment. But
No, that's what I'm saying. I think we put. I don't know what all did we.
also have a bonus recipe tonight that.
What?
Yeah, there's going to be a bonus that we did not even promote. It's not on the list. Don't have a graphic for it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I was.
What is it?
I was at the. Hey, KRB dropped 10 still in the clear gifted memberships. That's awesome, Bubba. Thank you. That is two.
Pew pew.
2 entries into the giveaway. Yeah, I'm at the grocery store. I'm picking up all this stuff today, and I see powdered lemonade.
Oh, nice.
So I'm thinking we just make a really dumb, simple
Lemonade shine. Yeah.
hard lemonade.
Hard lemonade.
Yeah.
Love that.
We'll get some of this 100. Well, I don't know. We'll get some moonshine. Put some powder in it, proof it down, make sure it's not, I'm thinking like 15-20%, where it's like you can just kind of sip on it pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice hot day, throw some ice in it.
We had a guy to bring us by some spiked sweet tea,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was an issue. Because it's just
Yeah.
it's like sweet tea. You can tell there's a little bit of something going on in it in terms of alcohol.
Yeah.
But not so much that it's like, hey, if you drink this entire quart, you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened. I like that. I like to be kind of lied to a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I like that.
Yeah.
I like being fooled. You know?
Right. DRC says call it Moonade.
I like that.
Clinton asking country time lemonade? Yes, it is country time. Says start with 20% or 40 proof shine at whatever jar, add lemonade powder until you smile. I mean, that sounds like a good plan. That was kind of my idea. Just really stupid, easy, simple.
Yeah. Love that.
Let's see.
Cyrus, can you help me with my question up above? Sorry we missed that, Salzane.
Looking.
Adam will see if he can find that and pull it up for me.
God, dude, this stuff is so good.
Starting with 110 and proofing down with liquids, will the proofing hold through the rest of the mix? Well, you're going to have some variance there because everything you had drops the proof. So we're adding limes, we're adding cherries, we're adding apple slices. All of that affects the proof. So it gets kind of difficult to really get fully accurate on the proof. Plus, as it ages, as it sets, and you've got apples, the apples soak up some of the alcohol, and so your proof drops again. But for the most part, if you just calculate all the liquids, you'll be close. I'm gonna start peeling this up.
Dude, instead of an Arnold Palmer, you could call it an Arnold Sutton.
Yeah.
It's a neat name.
That could work.
It's a neat name. Could catch on. Why is Paul Johnson threatening to swim across the pond after the Duke? And why is the Duke just saying good luck, Paul? What happened?
I think they're just arguing about who's gonna win the steal.
Oh, okay.
You can see where my skill set does not lie.
What do you mean? I feel like it's a pretty efficient apple peel. I think you're just being a little tough on yourself, buddy.
Oh, am I? Okay. I just remember watching my mom do it, like with her eyes closed.
Oh, dude, old people, when it comes to like peeling fruit or shucking any kind of a vegetable, it's unmatched. And I don't know if that just comes from doing
A bunch.
a lot of them.
Got that
Like I'll sit
muscle
around, I'll
memory.
watch my dad peel potatoes, just whip out a pocket knife and start. I'm like, golly,
How you doing that?
it's impressive.
Yeah.
You can't work a TV remote or your cell phone too good, but I'm telling you right now, when it comes to the dexterity in those fingers, as far as peeling a little Idaho red, you got it, my man. Just got a couple little pieces left to dissolve here.
Don't forget to check the jar. So, if Windsong is in here, maybe, honey, maybe I can talk you into telling us why we peel them. Why don't we just leave the peels on? What's the process there? What does removing the peel do for us?
Share with the class, Winsong. The studio audience would love to know. Why are we going through the heartache and labor of peeling these fine green apples?
Aaron Duke says the excitement's too much. He's going to bed.
All right, see you for about another 20 minutes. Love you, Duke.
Bye, dude.
You're my boy, Duke. We should have come in with like some food grade, like beard nets and like lab coats.
Tyvek
Yeah.
suits.
Yeah, Tyvek suits.
Windsong says the peels add bitter, which that makes sense.
All right.
Adds bitterness.
All right.
Now you know, class.
There you are, folks. Piggy green apples. Dude, I'm almost to the bottom of the caramel apple that I have at the house. That was that half gallon. And I'm peeling some of those apples out of there. Gonna have a little taste and see. Because what I thought about doing them is slicing them real thin and putting them on top of like a pie. Making like a, you know what I mean?
That's interesting.
I've got enough of them in there. I think I can cover a whole pie. I'm looking forward to it. A little alcohol-laden moonshine pie.
Yeah, that sounds pretty daggum good.
All right, brother. They are dissolved.
Hell yeah. Well, that didn't take that long. That wasn't too bad. Feel that heat. Now, let's see. Add extracts the juice. Already did that.
Brown sugar.
This is juice. Stir in sugars until dissolved. Do not boil. Allow to cool. All right. Going back to the freezer on this
Can we put the sugar in that?
Windsong says wait until you mix everything else and then add sugar to taste.
Okay. And the extracts are in there?
I already put the extract in. There's only one because we don't have the caramel extract.
Oh, yeah.
I already put the vanilla in there.
Divide the apple slices into jars. And is this going to be the jar for that?
Well, we can, why don't we do, instead of a half gallon, why don't we split it up into two
quarts?
And we'll let Adam take one home.
I like that.
That look was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I think that's right. I think that's fair.
He said he's got a full one already still.
So now I'll have more.
It is true. He didn't even drink the other one.
Yeah, dude.
It's about time to drink it.
The only one of all of us that followed the directions. Let's sit. You can float that mix in cold water, stirring often to help cool faster. Yeah, I've just got it in the freezer. It hadn't been taking that long for it to cool down enough. I think the main thing for cooling it down is just so that when you add the moonshine, you're not evaporating it just from the heat.
Man, I got a little. Hey, hand me that cherry and lime. I got a little something in my throat. It's kind of the other one.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Too much.
I can't get. I mean, it's like something's hung up in there.
Probably just take a really 2 big gulps, and that'll probably clear it up.
I think
for
so.
you. Behind the Bench is a good channel to check out too. They broke the methanol thing a while ago. Yeah, that's actually a pretty old video. It is, and Behind the Bench's video about methanol was what changed my mind about methanol. That is when I realized, oh, this thing we're all afraid of, and the reasons why we're told to be afraid of it, it's all just myth.
When we tell people here in the store to keep their heads and tails and do a second distillation on them, do a faints run and explain what a faints run is to them, it's like those 2 old boys the other day, they were like, you can do that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can do that. And then you whip out a 183 proof, like, rerun it.
Sir Dig Dug says hands are going to be thrown after the live.
We're fighting over some
that
jars
jar.
in here. Well, the good thing is we can always make more, and we've got all the stuff just about to make everything. Yeah, we'll make a ton more later, and I think that probably if you're looking at the Homebrew Center and the Still and Clear YouTube pages, there's probably going to be some post-flavoring videos that come out just because we've got this stuff, and maybe we can take a little bit more time and talk about the process and this, that, and the other, and yeah, we just need to make some anyway. I need to restock some shelves, and it just doesn't last long, man.
No,
It does not last long. The footnotes there about the 2 to 6 months is crazy to me. I don't know. I mean, I just don't have that willpower. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure it does get better, right?
Yeah.
But I'll never have enough to tide me over to see, will it get better?
Just have to start making like 2 gallons a week.
It's so drinkable, dude. The problem is, and here's the problem with it, it's so drinkable.
It is.
Yeah, Clinton says the methanol was the propaganda from Prohibition used to keep home distilling down. We're coming up on 100 years. There's, and I've actually seen an old newspaper clipping where the government was busted for intentionally
Birch
tainting
oil?
moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was birch oil, right?
I don't remember that part.
So I think what they were, so if I'm correct, and if I have the story, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Someone in here will know this story. It's pretty famous. I don't know if it was the TTB or the ATF. They were intentionally tainting supplies from suppliers that were going out into the moonshine community with like birchwood sap or birch oil, pine oil or something like that, and people were inadvertently making stuff how they always had made it, and they were, that's where the whole, drink the heads, you go blind type thing, and I'm butchering the history of that story, but I'm sure somebody could kind of more eloquently type it into the chat of what it was and how they were doing it, but yeah.
Yeah, Terry Robin over at This Blog Is Neat. She does a great job on All Topics Rum. She owns her own commercial distillery when she sells rum and has a YouTube channel. It is a good channel. The more you make, the more you'll drink.
Well, we're still cooling off. You think that's cool? I'll check it. It may not be enough time yet, but
Winsong says they were poisoning the shine and blaming the shiners. Yeah.
hateful bitches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cool enough? Ready to
yeah.
go?
Nice and cool.
All right.
Now what are we doing?
We're splitting these up,
Oh,
right?
I kind of stopped mid-task there.
I think you're supposed to add the syrup first, just so get to use it all. Kind of screwed that part up, I think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
No.
huh?
I already added that.
Well, this was the last. No.
You have to.
No, look. I had them perfectly. There was two cups in
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I just got to mix these up because I put too much of the syrup in one jar,
Oh,
which
so
I think
can
is why
split it.
you're supposed to do the syrup first.
Winsong, help us.
We are beyond help, my friends. Beyond help.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now what do we do?
Split up the apples.
Okay. 1.
Oops, put 2 in there. Well,
What?
I think we should have added sugar first. It's going to be hard to get it to dissolve there.
Maybe we put it all back in the pot. Add the sugar.
We could. We could certainly do that. Is that strainer under there?
Yeah.
So you tasted it. How much sugar do you think?
I mean, I think there's a reason that the sugar is on ratios, the granulated and the brown. Mm-hmm. So maybe I don't know, start with a 1/4 cup of the raw sugar and 3/4 cup of the brown sugar. Just start off with half of what it calls for. Okay. I mean, we didn't put, here's the thing, the last one, like, I think we tamed down the sugar a little bit, and there was a lot of sugar in there, but we used way more Werther's last time we made this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ray says, blame all the mistakes on Zach.
I mean, I'm happy.
Uncool, Ray.
I'm happy accepting the blame. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't think there's anything to blame on anyone. I think we're good. I think we're Gucci.
Yeah, I mean,
Where'd our spatula go?
blame us for what? Making all this amazing shine? And you know, here's the thing. We do just fine. Even when we make mistakes, it's all still good.
Yeah.
I really just fucked that up though. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind.
Why are you saying that?
I was thinking I
You did put 3. How big is that? Well, hold on one second.
It's a 1/4.
That's a 1/4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
3/4, yeah.
I had a little tinge of fear there that I had screwed up.
It's like old Bob Ross used to say, it's just happy little mistakes.
Happy little mistakes.
Dude, Bob Ross was like the guy.
Yeah.
Bob Ross was a badass.
Yeah, Winsong says you need to add the sugar while it's still heating. A little late for that, but I agree with her. It is easier to dissolve when it's heating, but it's still pretty warm, so I think we're okay. So shines a lot. Shoot, yeah. I can smell it. That's smelling about right to me right there. Whew. My turn. Dwayne thinks you should get a Bob Ross haircut.
I was Bob Ross one year for Halloween.
Were you?
Yeah.
Get you a white man afro wig and
Yeah.
nice.
I have a whole 9. If you search hard enough on the internet, they're out there. You can find them.
Okay. If you know where to look.
I would like to play. Okay. So I would like to see if I put a bounty on go find a picture of me in a Bob Ross outfit. Can anyone do that? If you can, and you post, what time is it?
6:55.
All right, it's 7 p.m. I will give you all until midnight tonight. If you can locate a picture of me in full Bob Ross regalia and post it in MeWe, the Moonshine for Beginners group. Adam, would you drop the link?
Yeah.
If you can post it in the Moonshine for Beginners group on MeWe, by midnight, I'm gonna send you a mystery package. It's also it's just if there's multiple people, it's whoever does it first. So there's a little bounty. Let's see how scrappy you guys are on the internet. Scott Bryant said, "This is just wrong." Should we have tasted it?
Probably.
Doesn't matter.
There's still a little bit of sugar in there. Didn't get it all dissolved.
Oh, really?
It's just a smidge, though.
Oh, baby, that's pretty close.
I mean, I don't know what else you'd add. That's damn fine right there.
Is there anything else that's going in it but the...
I don't think so. Let's double check.
There's got to be something. The jars won't be full, right?
We've got everything in there. They just don't fill all the way up.
1.5 cup. Okay.
We could,
2, 4. One,
2.
1.
2. We can top it off with apple juice. That's pretty, just gives it a little more of the apple.
Winsong.
And is not gonna.
Winsong. How do you feel about that? I'm not doing anything post-flavored unless I talk to Mama Bear. How do we feel about topping these bad boys off with a little apple juice? Do it? Don't do it? What do you think? Olympic Dave says add shine.
I was thinking that.
Oh,
I'm down. I'm listening to my sensei here.
Half shine, half juice.
Winsong says it's fine. Okay. Wait, what do you mean by that? You mean like add the apple juice, or it's fine the way it is? More shine with Terry. Add more liquor. Everyone's saying add more liquor. Winsong. Everyone's saying top it off with
They just want it stronger.
add shine. They're all saying add shine.
Well, here's the thing. It's going to be fine either way. It's going to be fine. You leave it alone.
No,
it's going to be fine.
great.
You top
Yeah,
it with
it's
apple
great.
juice. Half apple juice, half shine, all shine. It's all going to be good.
Half should work fine. So add
Half liquor, half
Half
apple
and half.
juice.
Make it simple. I'm just eyeballing a bit here.
it's too much.
Dave says liquor, man up. Fastest Zach moved all day.
Where's my test jar? Yeah. Got a proof intro handy?
All right, I'm gonna clear off some of this dadgum mess here.
Hey, I'm just saying, just eyeballed it. I don't know. Some are saying maybe he's the greatest of all time to ever do it. I don't know.
Nailed it.
I don't know. I mean, they're saying it. People are saying it. Who am I to disagree with them?
Everybody's saying it.
Everybody's saying it.
And I guess you'll take a jar home, and Adam will take a jar home,
Indeed.
and we'll have to make some for the shop.
I'm not arguing with it.
Absolutely.
Not arguing with it.
Love that. Love that for us.
Dude, so good for us.
That's good for us.
Like, isn't that killer for us?
That's really good for us.
so great for us.
What a mess.
Did it again.
Ain't hurt nothing. Ain't hurt a thing.
Oh, do you remember?
2 jars won't make it
Did you already
home.
nab your jar?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's already got it over there. And it's All right, let's see what we got here. Nice little mix on it. Oh my gosh.
Harry says just a pinch of salt makes it better. Interesting. And salt does go good to it together.
Baby. Oh, I missed that.
Oh, I was shaking it.
Sorry. Here you go.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Dude. Also, I like that it's got a little bit more, like, I like the ones that have a little bit more alcohol in them, but they still taste really good.
Yeah.
So, like, the previous caramel apple that we have over there, like, really good. I hammered a bunch of it the other night when I was on that live with Shua and Lawrence, and just having a good time, taking some sips. But I like that one's got a little bit more,
Yeah.
and it still tastes amazing.
It is amazing.
There is a clear and evident reason why that is my favorite post-flavored moonshine recipe. So go ahead and take a screenshot or something. That is one that you are going to want to make. I literally can't say enough good things about it. I'll tell you though, the cherry and the cherry, what was this one called? Cherry lime?
That was cherry lime. Yeah.
The cherry lime, like this
of my
is
favorites.
this is like right up there with that. Like almost, I don't know. They're 1 and 2, and I'm not telling you exactly which one's 1 and 2. I think this one's still my number 1, but that cherry lime is a problem, a good problem.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that cherry lime later on.
You didn't sip any?
No, I did have some.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just saying, if
Later
it
in the
lasts a
taste.
week, yeah. If it ages at
Jason
all.
Trzynski with the 5 gifted.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, brother. That's another entry into the still giveaway. Thank you, brother.
What a guy. They're saying far and wide, Jason Trzynski. What a fantastic human. One of the greatest.
Paul says, great show tonight, guys. Hats off to you fellers, and 2 hats off to Miss Winsong for the great recipes.
Yeah, let's get a round of applause in the chat for Winsong. This is all straight out of her noggin. A lot of hard work, a lot of probably trial and error, trying different things. So let's get some appreciation in the chat for Winsong if we could. What a legend.
Yeah, she's. I was supposed to bring something up here tonight for you guys. Forgot, but
That upsets
one
me.
she's been working on for quite a while.
That upsets me.
Ooh.
She thinks she's got it nailed down. So
I almost wish
Okay.
she hadn't said anything.
well, I mean, a little bit of
Foreshadow.
doesn't hurt anything to have a little anticipation.
Getting the waves on at Winsong. Thank you, Winsong. Awesome recipes. Thank you, Winsong. Yeah, she is. Boy, I mean, there's things like the way she works in post flavoring is like how a fine sculptor or
Bonus mix. Yeah, they and what's really cool is her recipes have traveled all over the place.
I believe that
All over the place.
for good reason.
Yeah,
She's killer.
the bonus.
Oh yeah, the lemonade.
So
What's our approach here, you think?
I think our approach is to proof some moonshine down.
What do you want it? I mean, clearly I'm a killer on the...
Okay, I wanted it...
How many cups you want and what do you want it at, buddy? I'm your guy.
I wanted at about 20 proof.
How many cups?
This jar. Wait,
The whole jar?
Hold on, let's see. I shouldn't have taken that off.
Oh, 20 proof. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay, let me think about this. 20 proof. The whole jar. 6 cups. 183. So it's at 183 right now. I want it to be at 20. So I'm going to box method in my head real quick. If I did 50-50, that'd put me at 91. If I did quarter, it would put me at 45. And so if I did 2, carry the 1. Yep. Gonna need more water.
More agua? I got you.
Also, what I'm doing here, I'm stirring with the glass hydrometer. Don't do that.
Bad idea.
Don't do it. I shouldn't be doing it right now. I am. I shouldn't be. Thank you, brother.
You betcha. Clinton says 183 proof to 20%. That is 40 proof.
Sorry?
I don't know. Keep doing what you're doing. You got it.
So, hold on. That threw me off there a little bit. You want 20 proof?
I want 20 proof.
Okay.
Yeah. Winsong needs to do a guest appearance. She will be in here at some point. I'm certain of it. She will have her moonshine's Winsong's flavored moonshine recipe book coming out soon.
Hey, how much country time are you adding?
That much.
Okay, great. Don't do what I'm doing.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, it's not good. The next thing you know, you're filtering you're screening glass out of your... Don't do it. All right, so I left this at 21 proof.
It's fine.
Because 21, 22, somewhere in there, because I think by the time we add that,
Drop it a little
you know
more.
what I mean?
Yeah, this is fine.
It'll be right at 20, like a true 20.
And so all I did is I just measured it out to where it says on the lid makes 2 quarts, and we made 2 quarts. And we'll see how it tastes, and then we'll make our decisions if it was a good idea or if it wasn't. But that could just be a simple little way.
Well,
to
we
be
have some
like,
other stuff here that we could, you know, some sugar or some,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Is there sugar? Like, when you're making this, do you add sugar? Is that all in one? Just dump that in water and it's ready? Or did they say add sugar in the directions?
I don't think you add sugar. Let me double check. It's been a long time since I've made
Been a minute for
country
me.
time. Nope. Add it and stir it to dissolve. But my idea with this is just like, hey, I've got 4 hours of weed eating to do. Whip this together real quick and stick it in my beer cup with a straw and walk around weed
Sick,
eating.
dude. Honestly,
Man.
like, that's peak level being a man.
I would really start to
just-
like weed eating.
I mean, that's kind of
Hey.
like it's kind of like the platinum man card.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
want to feel like a man? Drink moonshine out of a beer hat. Okay? Your neighbor's going to talk about, can you believe that guy? How awesome he is? What a guy.
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah,
How
dude.
cool.
They're going to be remarking over the fact that you are, like, other wives are gonna be like, "See Randy over there?" Like,
His wife lets him do that?
yeah, dude.
See Randy over there?
All the other husbands in the neighborhood
How
are just
come
like,
you're
"Yeah,
not a real
dude,
man?"
Randy's just the guy." I don't know. Like,
He's really cool. We all like him.
he's cool. He's outside the box. He's drinking moonshine out of a beer hat right now, Mona's yard. It's hammers. Listen to AC/DC.
Yeah, Clinton. The measurements are not accurate. We rarely get exact measurements. But I think we're all dissolved here.
Exact measurements are for scientists and drug dealers. Send them out to either one of those. That was a big. I took a big chug of that one.
Hurt you. The reason that won't hurt you is
You're not gonna know.
drinking. You just think you're drinking lemonade.
You're not gonna know.
Lemonade.
That's the problem with that, and that's a jar that lies to you,
Oh wow.
right?
No
you have
smell.
no. I'm telling you right now. I took like a gut. It lies to you. I want to be lied to. I like being lied
like
to.
being lied to.
That's what I'm saying. I want to be fooled. I want you to lie to me. I want you to hand me that and go, no, it's just some like good lemonade. Why is it in a mason jar? Why like I don't okay. And then next
a little
thing,
bit in the belly.
Yeah.
Other than that, like
next thing you know, you're waking up in your neighbor's kid's playhouse. You're hammered and.
Holding a doll, and now you have
Yeah.
a teardrop tattoo.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, if you were gonna have to, if someone like forced you, was like, "Hey, change something about this," what would you do?
I might sweeten that up just a touch.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Add a little sugar.
Yeah, let's chunk a little sugar off in it. And I'll
right,
shake it up
all
for
right.
us.
I'd rather use regular.
You want the?
Yeah, that one there. Let's use that one.
Here you go. Kevin said, "Next thing you know, the floor flies up, hits you in the face."
That's true.
I'm thinking a quarter cup. Hold the quarter cup for me. Got a little residual raw sugar on there.
That ain't gonna hurt us.
Just some regular old sugar there. All right, let's shake this up, see if that tweaks it just enough. Scott says cops can't smell moonshine, lemon moonshine. What you got going on over there? Oh, I got you.
All right, now let me think about what I've done here. So here's the problem and what just happened.
I'm already aware.
Yeah. So I did not, that liquor that was in there was not proof down.
Yeah.
Was it proof down though? Some of it was proof
Some of
down.
it was, some of it wasn't.
Some of it was proof down, some of it was not, right? Damn! That's hot.
Clinton in quotes. Let me think what I've done here. Zach 2025.
Colorized.
Shady Homesteader says I was live running rum. Looks like y'all got all the views.
Dude runs a lot of rum.
Well, we got 60 people in here right now. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate you being here. We go live every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tonight we were just doing some post-flavored moonshine recipes. Had a lot of fun doing it. Made some really good stuff.
Dude, just playing around, just joshing around, having a good time, making some
Yep.
recipes.
Yeah.
These Winsong recipes are not to be played with. Like they're, I cannot reiterate to people, like if you have a question on post-flavoring moonshine, don't ask me. For sure, I can't help you. Cyrus can probably help you to some extent, but if you want to go on MeWe, Moonshine for Beginners, Winsong is in there. She's helping people all the time. If you have a post-flavor question, she's your person. I mean, these were all amazing. These were all really good. This right here, new up and coming, like absolute problem. Yeah. Like this is the new I don't know. I'm trying to say, am I going 1 or 2?
The nose
this?
on that is top.
Yeah.
It's
Also, if you just take a good whiff, you ever open a jar and you take a good, you know how you give it a little once over. This one, when you give it a little once over, you're like, what is this about to be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good stuff.
God.
Slack Shine in the house. Good to see you.
What's up, Slack? So this is a Frankenstein project that I have over here on the side. It was just some leftover liquor. We had some maraschino cherry juice and some, a piece of lime that was kind of, had a few extra
Just kind of
pieces.
cleaning up the area.
Just kind of cleaning up. That needs some sugar. What would you recommend in terms of like the type of sugar?
That's just right there. As far as the type of sugar that you're adding to that, cherries and limes. Probably just some raw sugar.
That's good.
Probably just some of the raw turbino.
Yeah, that bump of sugar on this one. Go ahead,
That's
get
really
your little,
good.
get
That's
your little
really
nip
good.
off that. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
I mean,
That's gonna get someone in trouble. That's gonna get that's gonna maybe get you in custody.
Yeah, that's special.
what other live streams are out there where you just make post-flavored shines, share the recipes? Man, this is pretty good. I like it.
It does not exist.
I'm not a big fan of standing the whole time, but hey, it's good.
Standing does suck the whole time, but I think if it was just normal, if my legs weren't just already blown out from the last couple days of shipping and stuff,
Yeah.
it would be fine. But yeah, I don't mind it. If I'm incentivized, like if I'm a rat in a laboratory somewhere, and my little piece of cheese at the end of my maze is I get to drink post-flavored moonshines the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll stand for longer.
Yeah.
I'll stand for 6-7 hours up here.
Slack says, post-flavoring, I use white sugar to make a simple syrup, and flavor mash, I only use pure cane. I thought white sugar is pure cane. Oh, you're talking about, like, when you say pure cane, you're talking like this kind?
Terry said Zach wouldn't make it. What's that in reference to? Adam, can you find the previous comment? Flatland?
He's saying you're going to have pretty big headache in the morning. You're not going to make it to the morning light.
First
Yeah,
off,
I think
I think that's what he's saying.
First off, seasoned veteran. Okay.
Professional.
Not my first drink of moonshine. Number 2, full grown man.
Right.
Drink all night, wake up in the morning, slam a cup of coffee, have a Marlboro about it, drive on into work like nothing ever happened.
Right.
NFT, best
I
YouTube
talk all
channel
this shit
ever.
and then I do show up like way late to the morning live. Damn, now there's like a bounty on my head. It's like I got to be there in time just to prove myself.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chimp fighter. Yeah, we need to get a amateur chimpanzee wrestling team like T-shirt going or something. Still a little bit of sugar on the bottom of this. I'm keep shaking.
Got a good question for you guys down there.
Do I still have time to put in my order and be in the running for the still? Iowa Freethinker, absolutely you do. So it's going to go till midnight. Really, it's actually going to go till 2 a.m. on the night of the 31st, so actually the morning of the 1st, so that if you're on West Coast time, at midnight your time, that's when the entries will cut off. And it's really easy to enter. all you got to do is go to stillmcclure.com, make any purchase. You know, buy stuff that you need, buy stuff that you use. You break hydrometers all the time, pick up a couple hydrometers, get some oak, get some random grains, a grain kit. If you're new to distilling, I'd recommend the Super Simple, the beginner bourbon. We want you guys to purchase the things that you're already using, and then as an added bonus and a way for us to be able to give back to you is to work with one of the great still companies in the U.S. And hopefully, you know, one of you guys is taking home the dual-purpose Mile High Still. And yeah, super easy to enter. All you got to do is go on the website, buy stuff you're already using. Grain kits and grain are double entries. Anything else is a single entry. But yeah, I think that's going to start becoming, you know, a regular thing and just a way for us to, you know, try to give back to you guys, and just really a big thank you. We really appreciate everybody that supports us, everybody who watches the lives and comes, hangs out with us. You know, talks a little bit of talk. You maybe you're talking a little shit. Maybe we're having a little fun. We like it all, man. And I gotta say, you know, Thursday nights are. I look forward to them. So
They're a good time.
Appreciate everybody being here
and also Iowa Freethinker. You can also get an entry with 5 gifted memberships.
just like Flatland Hillbilly just did.
Flatland Hillbilly, just 5 gifted 5 memberships for the channel. That
was a nice
an
little
entry
segue.
also. Yeah.
No, Bob Ross, Bounty Zach for 530. Did someone already do it? Did someone already find it and put it in there? Is the Bob Ross costume in MeWe? Can someone verify?
I can't right now.
Clinton House says AI photos.
That'd be kind of funny.
That would be funny if it was AI photos.
All right, I think just about got it all dissolved. There's a little bit in there. Where's that lime juice at?
We got a little lime juice over here.
I think that's the only thing it's really missing. It's got the right amount of sweet, I think. And how much were you adding to the other stuff? Didn't you add like a 1/4 cup?
I mean, it depends on. There were 2 different ones that had lime, and both of them had different amounts, I think. The cherry lime, the one you like, has 1/4 cup.
Do that to it.
So we made 5, 6 recipes, counting the one you're making up on the fly.
Yeah, this is just kind of a hodgepodge of some extra stuff we had laying around, and what the hell?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Try that out. What's it need?
Man, I ain't the one to ask, honestly.
I mean, I think as far as like if I was in a room with 100 people, you'd probably be the person I ask.
Winsong's not one of the ones.
If Winsong's in there, you're definitely number 2. But yeah.
Man, there ain't nothing wrong with that right there.
I think it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do with this, just to top it off, just going to top it off with some cherry juice.
Oh, yeah.
Call it a day. How about that? This one is so much darker. Why is...
I don't know.
It's got more cherries in it.
It
does have more cherries.
It's in a larger cylinder.
Could be it. Could be it.
No, it is.
No, it's for sure in a larger cylinder.
That is a fact.
Yeah, that's an undebatable, just undeniable fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time to wrap up. What do you think?
Yeah.
We've made all these recipes, 6 different recipes. If you want more of these recipes, there's a lot of them on the Moonshine for Beginners files section. If you're not in that group, we've dropped the link in here several times. Also, Winsong is going to be coming out with her post-flavored moonshine recipe book. I don't know what the name of it is yet, but look for that coming soon. I think everybody's going to be excited about that. And yeah,
super exciting. Appreciate everybody being here with us this week. We enjoyed it. We had fun. I hope that you guys like a little bit of a different live than what we normally do, the cooking live. And I think there's more to come. I hope there's more to come because
I enjoy doing them.
I enjoy drinking them.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we will join you again next Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we will be announcing the still giveaway. One of you guys is going to find out who wins this beautiful, badass piece of American machinery. I'm telling you right now, when I stand close to it, I feel like I am bleeding a little bit more red, white, and blue. This thing is badass. I'm excited to hand it off to one of you moonshiners out there that join us. Thanks again for being with us this week, and we will see you next Thursday.